We are in electrophysiological amplifier technology already for more than 30 years. And I was invited by the guys from Philips, who were partner of the BRAIN project, whether we could do something on measurement technology and sensor technology. That was not the first time that I heard something of BCI, but until that day we were not quite involved in the complete BCI projects or markets or whatsoever. But that was the first entrance in our BCI market or projects. This first project didn't completely bring what we thought about it, because we wanted to have a complete new amplifier and new technology, new sensors. 80% is realized, but of course you want to have 120%. From the first day, I had quite some interest in the applications, in the how to do an application with the BCI technology. And from that day, I met suddenly several people, for instance in France, and together we have tried to make contact to patients who are in coma, who are completely without communication. And to my opinion, there are a lot of possibilities in applications, more than you realize when you do one project, because rehabilitation, all types of cognitive training, neurofeedback, there is a lot of applications, and we think that with our measurement technology and with the products that we have, that we can enter that market in several ways. Several people. First of all, during the study, I had the possibility to investigate the measurement technology in an application on fetal ECG, so monitoring pregnancies. That was 32 years ago. And I'm still in the same area working. That's incredible interesting. And the second one is the guy who invited me to learn more about the amplifier that we have now. And the amplifier was first used in incubated children to measure EEG, EMG, and any G you can think of. And that is the reason that I'm now entering the market in cerebral palsy. And and after that, of course, you measure EEG, and then you come in the BCI environment automatically. So the fetal ECG opened for me not the market, but the expertise in the combination measurement technology and electrophysiology, and the amplifier technology has brought me further in the measurement technology in that area, and those two have had a big influence on my career. Yeah. To bring cost-effective and innovative and usable, also so simple to use products in these areas to the market, to the end user. Up to now we are dealing with researchers. That's very interesting, but the physician in the hospital and the patient should work with it. And you need to go one step further with your development. And actually that one step has my biggest interest. I see several. For instance, I am very often in Tübingen, and there the technology is used for stroke patients, rehabilitation. And robotic aided rehabilitation, I think that will be a big application, big market. But after that, the neurofeedback and the learning, training and that kind of things will broaden that market much more. And that is not the complete BCI as it is now, but you use the technology to do more. And I think that is a challenge for us. Yeah. And I think that invasive will make a very big, is having a very big promise. Because up to now, invasive was actually an ethical question. It was not done very often. But when you see the possibilities and the great steps forward that you can make with the invasive BCI, I think that will be become a bigger market than a non-invasive. The bigger institutes today should have one or more projects to integrate the technology and the rehabilitation, robotic-aided rehabilitation in the hospital. Of course, there is partly a research part in those projects, but up to now I think the development was too much within the research, and it has to be brought to the end user, to the clinic. And so you must find projects where the end user, the clinic and the researcher are working together. I invite more rehabilitation and neurosurgeons in this area, because in Tübingen I'm working together with a neurosurgeon. In Nijmegen and Twente we have a neurosurgeon where we do a lot of neurosurgery. They are up to now not involved, or almost not involved, in the complete BCI family. And the colleague of the neurosurgeon, sometimes that's the physiotherapist who does the training afterwards, they have to be involved in the future of the technology, because they are the users. And up to now you don't see them in the scientific projects. And they must be involved. I'm convinced of that. I'm an engineer, so for me it's first of all the technology of measuring not only brain, it may be EMG or heart rate or whatsoever, any physiological data that can be used to influence any computer or robot or anything that can help you to do communication or training, rehabilitation or whatsoever. So all the technology that you can use to help you in communication, in rehabilitation or in movement or whatsoever, that is controlled by any physiological data is for me BCI. And I know B is for brain, but if you can do it with your eyes, for me it's okay. It's good that we have the regulations, otherwise you will find all types of equipment on the market that should not be used on patients. And sometimes it goes a little bit too far, because if I have a simple EEG or ECG machine, a two-channel one, I have to build a manual in Hungarian, in Turkish, in Italian, and a small company cannot do that. So the regulations on safety and on functionality, okay, very good. But there is a lot of administrative regulations around, and sometimes they are going too far. Well, I hope that we can continue and that we can broaden our scope and go further on the way to a lot of applications.